Hi, boys and girls. This is another story from Investigating the Past, and we're going to go to page 26. And I'm going to read to you A Dinosaur Named Sue, a journal about my summer digs. So here's a journal again, which is a primary source of scientific information and historical information also. So it says August 11th. These are important dates because what you're going to do for an activity is going to ask you what happened on certain days. So you're going to have to come back and look. August 11th, 1990. Tomorrow is the last day of the dig. I can't believe I've been in South Dakota for 10 weeks. It's been a long, hot, but great summer. We dug up many dinosaur bones. Some are more than 60 million years old. I'll have a lot to tell everyone back at school. And then here's the caption. Badlands National Park in South Dakota. I love that they show us a map. Here's where we are, right here, kind of close to the point. We're right between Sacramento and Lake Tahoe. And she is in South Dakota. There we go. Now, she's telling us, here's August 11th. Here we go to August 12th. What a day. Our truck had a low tire. Pete Larson and I went into town to get it fixed. Sue Hendrickson stayed behind. She wanted to look for bones in one more place before we go home. Sue was so excited when she came back to camp. She found some huge bones sticking out of a cliff. They were too big to be anything but a dinosaur. Sue knew they were from a meat eater. In this part of the world, it could be a T-Rex. There's a picture. So Sue found some bones sticking out of a cliff. And then here's another picture. Sue finds used tools to carefully remove rocks and dirt from the fossils. Okay. Sue brought back 2 pieces of bones to show Pete. He agreed that they were T-Rex bones. We left right away to see where they came from. When we got there, we couldn't believe our eyes. The ground below the cliff was covered with pieces of bones. More than 10 bones stuck out of the cliff. Pete thought that a whole skeleton might be buried there. He named the dinosaur Sue after the person who found it. We only have one problem right now. The bones are under almost 30 feet of dirt and rock. It's going to take a lot of hard work to remove it. Pete, Sue, and I have a big job ahead of us. I guess we are not going home yet. August 14th. Early this morning, we got started digging up the T-Rex. We couldn't use a big machine to move the rock and dirt. A machine might break or crush the fossils. The fossils are the bones that they found. So we did all the work by hand. Metal bars helped us pull away large rocks. We used picks to break up smaller rocks and shovels to move dirt. The sun beat down on us all day, but we hardly noticed. We just kept thinking about the T-Rex. We wondered how much of its skeleton we would find. We hoped it would be in good shape. August 18th, 1990. So it's 4 days after. Our hard work over the past few days finally paid off. Today, we got down to the fossils. Then we had to be even more careful. We used small hand tools to remove the dirt and rock around the bones. So take a good look at that picture and how they're working. Your picture in your book is going to be better than the video. August 21st, so 18, 19, 20, 3 days after the last entry in her journal. While we worked, Pete told us about other T-Rex fossils that people have found. Some finds were just a few bones. No known T-Rex have even half their bones, but it looks as though Sue found almost a whole skeleton. This is an important discovery. It will help scientists learn so much about T-Rex. The skeleton will also make an amazing museum display. Okay, now we're on August 23rd, 1990. Pete dug out the skull today. It's almost 5 feet long. He thinks that this T-Rex was a giant. Its bones are bigger than any T-Rex he's ever seen. These bones are in great shape too. Most fossil bones are chipped, broken, or crushed. We took pictures as we worked. It's important to record the position of the bones. That information will help scientists who study these fossils later. We also found fossils of plants and other dinosaurs. These finds will help us learn more about life long ago. August 29th. As we dug up bones today, we left some rock around them. The rock will protect the bones on their way to the lab. When they get there, we'll remove the rock. Weak bones get special care. They get a thin coat of glue and layers of tinfoil. Then we wrap them in a plastic cast. Sometimes we add pieces of wood for extra strength. It says a plaster cast helps protect this bone during the trip to the lab. September 1st, 1990. We left the dig today. It took 17 days to dig Sue, the dinosaur, out of the ground. All the bones were finally on their way to the lab. It will take a long time to clean up this skeleton. My summer was longer and more amazing than I expected. I'm sad it is over, but I'll be happy to sleep in a real bed again. Boys and girls, so this was September of 1990. And now this is May 17th, 2000. Almost 10 years has passed. This journal has been in a box for almost 10 years, since my summer with the 2 Sues. I pulled it out tonight to add one last entry. I saw both Sues again today. The T-Rex is now on display in Chicago. That's the dinosaur, right? Now here's Sue, the scientist. Pete, Sue, and I are happy that Sue, the dinosaur, has a place of honor. Scientists can keep studying the bones, and people from around the world can visit the largest and most complete T-Rex ever found. And there's the beautiful pictures. And this caption says, Sue is a big attraction in the Field Museum's Hall of Dinosaurs. Sue is 40.5 feet long. Boys and girls, 40 feet is 40 rulers. So if we had 40 kids with 40 rulers and they're standing all together, that's how long, and a half more, another half of a rule, almost a half. Experts think this dino might have weighed 15,000 pounds. The bones alone weigh 3,922 pounds. Okay. Boys and girls, I'm going to let you read this by yourself, but it is pretty fun because it's about ancient Egypt. And when I taught 6th graders, we used to study ancient Egypt. So there's a couple of words. There's the word mummy, tomb, it's where the mummies are buried. Pharaoh is a king, and it's in ancient Egypt. So lots of people go to Egypt to dig up things from ancient Egypt. Archaeologists and scientists, okay? You can read this. Then I'd like you to go to page 35 and do what it says here. Write what you learned about the summer dig from reading Terry's journal. So remember I told you, go back and look for August 12th. What happened on August 12th? Write at least one sentence and then maybe a detailed sentence there. How are August 14th and 23rd journals entries alike and different? So just write the word alike and give me a couple ideas, and write the word different and write as something that was different. What conclusion can you draw from August 18th's journal entry? So pretty much we'll go to August 18th's journal entry, read it. What is the most important information you got out of it? One sentence here. And the last one, why does the author write the last journal entry 10 years later? Well, I can help you right now. I'll give you a hint on that one. She wrote it 10 years later because it took 10 years to get that beautiful dinosaur skeletons into a museum ready for people to see, right? So write a nice sentence there. Okay? Also, you go to the next 2 pages in your packet. Remember you did spelling sentences yesterday and high frequency word page. So now work on root words. Root words are the beginning of words, like move is a root word, and move is the root word of movers, right? You added an ending. Forgot is the root word. It's right here. Forgot, for forgotten. Okay? Follow the directions on this page and do this page. Bye.